Good morning, everybody. And yes, we're in the dark this morning. Happy Thursday to everybody. I just wanted to express my opinion about the Dalton brawl that happened the other night. And, after you watch so many videos, slow motion, fast motion, your eyes tend to catch things that other people don't catch or other people choose to not catch. Just ignore the whole situation. And again, I want to express that I do understand and I see some logic in the situation where there is debacle going on between the super mayor and other constituents of this Dalton township or village or Dalton, Illinois. But the hate has actually grown to be enormously just outrage. Gene, this is insane, but we do know that we'll come across a time where situations like this will occur. Oh boy, today is Thursday, almost ending my week. You guys, I am so waiting for it to end, even though I don't rush my days. And so I had, what I discovered, posted it up pretty much on my Twitter X page and also on my community board. It's easy for me to talk about this a little bit because there's not a big following on this, but if there was, I probably wouldn't give two hoots at all. This is my theory of what happened and what was intentionally planned out to happen. That's it, and that's all. In the Thornton meeting that was held, I had to go back to, because I'm going to jump around. Oh, hold on. I think I missed it. Let me go back. Jedi Brown and that other guy from the last video that I left off on, that I mentioned that he didn't get to speak or none of that because a brawl had taken place. Well, that part was absolutely true. But then you had to go back some, right? Let me see if I can find it because I want to show y'all something. Just give me a minute. They'd come together as they normally do, probably. But hold on. Why did my TV jump off of it? My TV jumped off of what I wanted to show you guys. So, C Dice is me, Monbro, 100 Visa D, T, no, 5,000. Yeah, that part. So, oh my God, let me see if I can find it right quick. But these guys are together. Anywho, sitting in the same seating area right next to each other. Oh, where Where is it? Where is that part? How did it jump off of that? I just kind of want to start here, and my stupid TV jumped off of it. Maybe it's here. Okay, let me see. And I didn't even look at the timestamp. Jesus. Jesus, Jesus, help me. Help me, help me, help me. That whole panel is a joke. That whole panel is a freaking joke, man. Nothing will get resolved, you know. And it's probably best that, you know, Super Mayor Tiffany, walk away from that. I'll walk away from it. I'll let them have it. You know what? Sometimes sitting in the rear seat can be the best seat of them all. I was wondering though, because I had a question like all of the stuff that they are supposed to be voting on the agenda where they go against each other. When Tiffany says yes, then they say no. When they say no, then Tiffany says yes. Are these items going to be brought back up to be talked about and passed or not passed again once and if they receive a new supervisor there? Are they going to do this? Are they going to put the same shit back on the damn agenda? Is that what they're going to do? When they do that, then that tells me that this was definitely a shit show and a conspiring to definitely remove her from this seat. Now, let me see if this is the part. It's got to be the part. Now, hold on. I want to talk about this part. This is an elderly sitting up there, and there was a discussion on a motion that you can tell she wasn't very clear. She wasn't clear as to understanding exactly what it is that she was voting on, right? She wasn't clear about it. That elderly lady sitting there. And of course, she's on, you know, the trustee side of Tiffany. She votes for Tiffany. However, she went to get some clarification before she made her vote. And I mean, this audience here just laughed at her, man. They just laughed so hard at her. And then Trustee Gonzalez, he didn't help at all either. He's in there behind that pole. He didn't help the matter at all because he made an expression about hold on, education, you know, is in process, you know. And I was like, really, dude? Now, out of all these people here, there's probably about maybe 20 of them. You might hear them say, man, that could be your mom, you know. But that just shows the level of ignorancy up in this damn room. They just all laughed at her. And it's only because she wasn't clear on the motion, the item that, you know, they were voting on. So, of course, Tiffany kind of leaned over, grabbed some paperwork, and was showing her, you know, what it is that was up on the docket to vote on and explaining to her a little bit what it is. But because the hate is so bad, they made mockery of that, man. They made mockery of this lady here who is definitely an elderly, right? An elder, right? And it was just, it's just insane. This whole shit is insane, y'all. Listen to them. We got an education going on here, y'all. They wouldn't be doing this shit up there at a Congress table. Nah, wouldn't be tolerated. Mm-mm. But what I'm trying to do is get to the I want to show y'all what I believe could have been conspired to do so. It's just my opinion, though. So, Jedi and the other guy, who I mentioned the other day, thought was, just coming to the mic, and probably going to say his things without any defamation of character and being, vulgar with his words and things against whoever he wanted to speak about, whether if it was Tiffany or anybody. But they're sitting probably there in the third row together. So I don't want to go here. I think Stephanie also has become a puppet because she gets hand claps and all of those kind of things. Okay, well, I think this is it. Okay. All right. Now we get there. I'm going to pause it right there. Where am I pause this at? Pause. That's the guy that was up on the microphone at the time of the fight. There's Jedi Brown. If I have enough time and if I choose to, I will definitely show you a piece of a video, if we get to it on here, where Jedi Brown is escorted up the stairway after the brawl had ended, and he flashes GD signs, gang member signs. Now keep in mind, all of these people that is here follows hard behind the activist Jedi. Half of them probably don't even know what those signs were. But I'm here to tell you, you're following behind an alleged gang member. Or he just threw those signs up to represent, you know, fake representing, something like that, as if he's down, with the thug shit, the thug life. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know about that guy, but what I can say, according to the videos, they, in my opinion, definitely rode in on a horse with something conspiring up their sleeve. I don't know, but that's just my opinion. Now I'm going to take you to another video right quick. Well, we can stay on this one. This is playing in fast motion, but those are the two. They're sitting together, watching Tiffany very hard. And like I said, this is just my theory, because I hear a whole lot of people pretty much saying that Tiffany's boyfriend or significant other, whatever you want to call him, started this brawl. Maybe with the hands. Okay, I'm going to go back here. So we're going to watch when there's a time where, what's the movie with Malcolm X in it? And the two guys come in right before Malcolm X is killed in the movie. And the guy started screaming, "Take your hands out my pocket." That's definitely what this signified to me when I saw it. That was the first movie popped in my head. I was like, oh my God, these two guys are up to something. Couldn't it have been possible when, okay, I think I'm getting to it. Hold on. Jedi Brown comes up to speak on the microphone. The other guy is already up and moving into place. Okay? So, Jedi Brown, which I'm going to show you and find the video, right? He started to speaking and engaging in defamation, disrespectful as usual, and saying all kind of bloopity 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 words, right? Mind you, he's just now with along with the other people, kind of meeting and knowing the new trustee background on a lot of things. Before she even, got voted in on this board, like all of a sudden he knows everything about her too. But keep in mind, she also volunteered to work with the feds as a federal informant. That should come into play somewhere in this whole conspiracy act of intent to do what is being done. I don't care what he's saying today, but I want you guys to pay attention to something. And I get it. A lot of people, bloggers or content creators are saying that, an activist is doing his job. This is what he's supposed to do. He agitates and irritates, say blunt things. And, as a mayor, you got to rise above it, because it's a professional seat that she's in. And the First Amendment right is protecting a lot of people in the world on how they choose to speak and use their words. Now, I'm going to pause that. Pause, because we missed a very important part of this video. I'll go back a couple of seconds. The guy is up at the mic. Keep in mind that they never called his name to speak on the mic. He just kind of walks up there. Here's what I believe happened. Because he came from the right side of the video. And the right side over there pretty much is where Kamal was sitting at, on a stool. Saw that when it first displayed the video. He was sitting there. He had his head in his hands, just kind of staring off or whatever. I do believe that Kamal was sensing that something was going to jump off, just because you have Jedi on the mic and the other guy who left his seat to enter into the rear of the room, or maybe he was waiting to be called to open public meeting session that night, right? Here's what I believe, in my opinion. I believe that as he walked past Jamal, coming from the right, heading to the podium with the microphone, I believe that he said something personal to Jamal. Now, the word on the curb is that they have animosity, possibly coming stemming from a reasoning behind that guy was Tiffany's ex-boyfriend, and Kamal is now the current boyfriend. And might I add, all of the women that was awing and oohing up in their meeting, Tiffany Henyard is probably, maybe, can't be the first one that has intertwined herself with a married man. I'm willing to bet you if they dig into the background of a lot of those women off up in this meeting, they all have done probably the same thing throughout some time of their life. But I get it. When the shoe is on the other foot, it's so easy to laugh at a situation and hide behind yours. But that's just the way American people are. But back to my theory and what I believe and my opinion of this situation, which ain't gonna matter any damn way. I just want to talk about it. I do believe, again, that that guy came across Kamal and said some things that upsetted him. Now, there's another video that I'm going to show where Jedi Brown stands up straight, eyes deadlocked into a media camera, and was asked a question. And he replied to that question that Tiffany Henyard jumped over the table, leaped and bound, with the microphone in her hand, and bashed him through the back, hit him in the back. That whole story was definitely not true, according to what my 2 plus 2 eyes watched and rewind. And here's why, and I'm going to show you. Jedi leaves that microphone. The other guy approaches it, and there is the microphone tap. Not once, but twice. The microphone was even pushed down a little bit lower to make it very accessible, easily accessible for Jedi. Jedi sets what appears to look like a cell phone on top of the podium and grabs that microphone from the left hand. He then transferred that microphone to the right hand. At this point in time, you do not see no Tiffany Henyard coming up behind him, nowhere with the microphone. The scene that is shown with Tiffany Henyard dashing over the table to the fight, she surpassed that brawl and went directly around the left side of that fight. Nowhere up through the middle did she come. But that's his story. That's what he put out there to lead, to have the public believe of what his truth is, which was not the truth. That's just my opinion. I'm gonna rewind this one more time. That microphone became the weapon in a battery case. The one case that Jedi wanted to go run down to the police and file, but the police, educated him and told him no, this wouldn't be that type of an assault, the assault that he wanted to have filed and used as charges against Tiffany. No, this wasn't that one. And so the police corrected him and said, well, no, if anything, it'll probably be a battery. But who really committed battery? Jedi leaves that microphone. Look at that microphone. Bam. Bam. Jedi now has the microphone in his hand. When Jedi comes up with that right hand, all you see is a silver tip in his hand. That's all you see. Now, on my community board, I did post up the evidence, the microphone laying clearly on the floor by someone's feet. Now, we can pause that because we almost missed that too. It's Jedi being taken away. These are the people that is following behind Jedi. A lot of them. They like this guy. They like this guy, but they don't even know that it's a possibility that they're following behind an activist gang member. Huh? Now they don't even know because the anger is so filtered with frustration and bitterness, and we want her out of there. So it doesn't matter who's leading this. That's who we gonna follow behind. See, I believe there's a Bible scripture about that. The devil's in sheep, wolf clothing and all that stuff. Because you never know. You never know what you're doing. It just feels right to a person, so let's just do it. I like this part, though. Watch that microphone tap. Bam. Bam! He grabs it. It's in his hand. He transfers it. He's swinging it. And if you got I'm going to go to a slow down part where y'all can actually see the silver tip of the microphone in his hand. But he blames it on Tiffany. What a sucker move, man. Now he's headed out there. They got him right. Look at the GD signs. Bam! You see the forks? It's the GD signs. But see, you would have to be, somewhat kind of in the streets a little bit throughout your youth years to kind of know, oh, what was that? And I hear a lot of, older women or whatever out there acting like, well, I don't even know what that is. Well, what is that? What is, what is that? What is that, man? Really? It wasn't a cross. You can tell it wasn't a cross. It wasn't the heart. It wasn't the peace sign for heart. No, it wasn't that. This is what they follow. You got to be careful with what you follow. Now, I'm only talking about this because it's definitely is something that needs to be talking about. And I'm not talking about it to put a theory out there whether to save a Tiffany or not. But when wrong is wrong, it needs to be addressed because right now, this guy is being honored as a god. But see, they forget that there's 7 types of gods. They don't even know. Now I'm going to go to here because I want you guys to clearly hear exactly what he said to the news people. It's unbelievable. And I'm saying to myself, boy, when they talk about education, and you got all these people that go out there and try to get so much education and become this wordsmith and intellect in this and intellect in that, and you don't even know that some of it is designed because they already know you're going to use it against your own damn self. Had this boy, this man, not talk about a damn microphone, but because he was so into achieving his conspiratorial act with intent, he wanted to put something on her so bad to make it stick. It's almost 300 freaking videos out here. Forensic is bad like a mug. And he thinks that, well, I'm just going to tell my story because I am this activist person and I'm known around the world and I do this for certain people and I fight for victims, that they should just overlook what really running these videos and really digging into all of the details about this video so that they can come up with who's telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. That's why it's got to be done. Because the bad person can get set free on it. And then they'll end up having the wrong person in jail. Isn't that crazy? Crazy shit. If they do not do this, the wrong person would be in jail. Now, where he goes on the news at? That one there is crazy. That's not all I want to talk about, but I got one more thing. I wonder if this is here. Okay, it's this one. And it was a clickbait. Tiffany Henyard issues statement after video. Of course, I want to see it. What did Tiffany have to say? There was nothing in that damn video with Tiffany saying anything as far as a statement. Nothing. Video got 43,000 views on it. Clickbait. The video was all about Jedi Brown's statement. I kind of like it because it's kind of like a reverse clickbait though, right? Did they do that so that Jedi Brown can actually be exposed on his statement? Did they do that? Listen to his statement.
Just before punches were thrown. Today's defending his actions after Hanger herself jumped into the fight.
She ran from behind the table with a microphone in her hand and she hit me with it while another one of her staff members was kicking me in the head and I was defending myself against Kamal and other individuals. She wasn't breaking up anything.
Brawl.
Let's play that again. I found that shit hilarious. And when he said microphone, I was like, what?
She
I
ran
didn't
from
see her.
behind the table with a microphone in her hand
Uh-huh.
and she hit me with it while another one of her staff members was kicking me in the head and I was defending myself against Kamal and other individuals.
Okay.
She wasn't breaking up
Now,
anything.
he's on the news telling us worldwide, ABC 7 Chicago. But he seemed to be missing part of the story. He seemed to be missing the part where his buddy tapped the microphone. He then laid down his phone and grabbed the microphone from the podium and started swinging it multiple times on the back of the brawl of the guys that was involved. I lost count. He was swinging it so damn fast. Bop, 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 bop. Loses the microphone. It's on the ground. But his story is Super Tiff came up from behind him. Never did I see her. I saw her go to the far left. Now, let's go, because she says that Kamal, let's go to this other video. This shit crazy. Let's look at that one. Let's rewind that some more. Let's rewind that some more. Let's rewind that some more. Let's rewind it back to the microphone action. Okay, when Jedi leaves the microphone. Again, there's the microphone, the infamous microphone that became a weapon. So there's a weapon now used in the brawl. This is slow motion. There's Jedi on his phone. No, that's the other guy on his phone. He's up out his seat now, walking towards the back. See there? And there's Kamal. Now, what are the chances that he did or did not say something to Kamal? Now he turns around and he comes back. Oh, his name is Lavelle. Taps the microphone. Turns around and look at Kamal. Taps the microphone again. Pushes it down. Jedi has that microphone, y'all. It's in his left hand. He now moves it to the right hand. Pay attention as he goes up with the hand. Pay attention, pay attention. You see the silver tip. You're gonna see the silver tip, and he's swinging it. See it in his hand, and swinging it, and swinging it. Yeah, I don't see Super Tiff nowhere where Jedi Brown is at. She's on the other side, on the left side of that police officer. Now, the police officer was in the middle. I like the microphone. Tap. Get that nigga. Get that back. Get him. It's on now. Pat, push it down. Grabs it. Liam grabs it.
So y'all can see Kamal was the aggressor here.
But Kamal's the aggressor.
They tried to hold him back, but he was the
See the
aggressor.
microphone?
The market
This was all conspired. This was all
to force
put
Roman to fight.
together.
That was stupid with that goal that
And
he
these
tried to
people are
get.
not mad that a
When he was
situation like this
fighting,
was put together and distracted
police
and
actions
caused all of
was
this
the
to go
aggressor.
on at a town meeting.
So the
Because
market
they're so you don't see Tiffany nowhere on the back of Jedi. She's on the front. Now whether she was trying to break it up or not, I don't know. That's her story.
hold
Maybe
on.
she's sticking to it.
So you
But who
see
is on the back of
the
Jedi
crazy
back
like that.
there is a police officer trying to grab and pull apart whatever he can surface to
Oh
do.
God, hold on. I
Shit
gotta get
crazy.
it to okay.
So he lied. He lied on national TV just to try to throw some
So this
shit
video is
against the wall and
like
hope that it
showing the
sticks.
start of the fight.
Shout out to this lady for this slow ass video. Shout out
You
to
really don't
Jedi
see much after that.
for mentioning the microphone because it was a dead giveaway on his behalf
DeMarcus broke that
of
video
telling
into
on
the video
himself.
there on
Because
because
you
he
can
got out of
always
it.
go back
He
to
posted
find
it
out
about.
if there is
You
a
can see he did
any
more than
facts
DeMarcus.
to that statement of what he made. Because I didn't see it on the
He was
first
gonna
brawl,
get
so I
busted.
was like, what the hell? What microphone? I'm not concerned about the guy up on the table. The TV probably isn't broken, but yeah, he had a whole bunch of people
That's
grabbing at
crazy.
him, so he was trying to
The table.
find him a
He
weapon.
destroyed the property.
But that's crazy. Let's see if she play one more time. The microphone, and I believe that this was a conspire
So
to with
this
intent.
video, the this video right here
Let's
is of
watch it.
the
The
argument that
microphone
they had
tap.
at the podium. No one asked for
Bam.
DeMarcus to
There you go, my
testify.
dude.
He had
It's
no
on right now.
statements.
That's what he's
He's not
saying.
going
That's
to
what he's
get millions
signifying.
or money.
I'm going to push it down. Grab it. Now go get that boy.
Kamal should not have even
Yeah.
got his ass up. He was the aggressor.
Isn't she saying that Kamal should have not gotten up? You know, I can agree with that if we're talking about being adults
DeMarcus should
and
not have to be
respectful, but
fighting. You should have
nobody
sit and wait.
knows
That's
unless
it.
Kamal is going
No.
to come out and tell
He caused
people what
destruction of
exactly did this guy say as he crossed
and for assault.
Kamal's path that he felt was insulting
Lucia's super stupid.
to cause him
She too busy
to
trying to fight
react.
because her
That's
ass
it.
is
That's
going to
it. That's
jail
all.
anyway.
And that's where it came from.
She mad that
This
she
shit
was
was
the one that
planned.
brought all this on herself.
This shit was planned. Now, one more. Because I gotta do this one. Everybody comes on and say that they know and they know and they know and they know. I think that, you know, and the people love him. But like I said, I don't. I would not want to be an activist on my account for nothing. Because where they always smiling in your face is always some evil behind that smile. It's always something up their damn sleeves. And it's just nobody can be trusted, man. Nobody can be trusted. This is insane. Do I believe that there's a whole lot of this shit that has been set up against that damn Super Tiffany mayor? Absolutely. Absolutely. But it's going to take her to, have her I's dotted and her T's crossed to defend herself in the court of law. Absolutely. She keeps talking about in one of those motions that how the other trustee, I forget her name, Kamali or whatever. I forget her name and I apologize for that. But, also had access to credit cards. Credit cards were in there, they had access to them. And I truly do believe that when it comes down to going to trial on this, or if she's ever, indicted and got to produce her side of the story, I do think that she's going to come with some shit of pretty much where if I do it, if I did it, if I go down, we all going down. That's just what I believe. But however, now that I'm hearing that the First Amendment rights protects this type of behavior, this is going to be a nonstop, ongoing situation with America. You can say whatever you want to anybody that you want to, how you want to say it. You have to remain humble with it. You have to accept it. There's the other guy. Oh, I didn't even catch that guy there. I need to rewind that because I'm still trying to see if Tiffany leaped across the table with a microphone and banged Jedi in the back. He was in the fight too, y'all. He was trying to break it up, I believe. You go. You see Tiffany? Where's Tiffany banging him in the back? I see the blonde lady with the blue outfit on trying to pull from the back. Where do you see her at? No, no, and no. And furthermore, if his back is turned in the direction from which Tiffany was coming from, how the hell did he see all of that? How did he see all of that? Huh? He's already in a brawl. His back is already turned in the direction in which she would be coming from. How would he have seen that? That's impossible. But it was something that he had to come up with quick to tell the people. Got the cameras in his face. I gotta react. I gotta react. I gotta react. Now let's go to part two on this because that's the one other guy.
All you niggas home. All you niggas home. I better not catch any of you fuck niggas outside.
Now, here comes the finale of my stream today that I kind of want to talk about. He lost the phone. He lost his phone. Now, that's the part that confused me because he said, you bleep bleeps out here bullying on women. So at that time, I'm thinking, but that was Jedi standing up there bullying a woman. But I was like, well, what did he mean behind that? Is he saying that Kamal and some of his people or whatever that, from Chicago is out here doing some things behind the scene? I don't know. Cause that part really was like, you people out here bullying women. And I was like, but yeah, isn't that what Jedi doing?
Uh-oh, uh-oh. It's gonna be on every news channel tonight, man. Oh my God.
Kamal needs to go. He needs to go, but we gonna keep the gang member as an activist. You can't make this shit up. Now keep in mind he lost his phone. Keep in mind that he lost his phone. Everybody's gonna have a different version. Every single body's got a different version. Now, not only did Tiffany Henyard leave leaps and bounds or left from behind the table, all of them did, but they don't talk about that. There's the one trustee, there's Gonzalez, all of them came from behind that table. But they didn't point that out. No, it was all on the faces of the mayor because the mayor is the one that holds a superior seat in there, but so does the trustees. Look at the trustees. But they're not talking about that. They're not talking about that. She feared for her life. Now it's gonna turn up again because I don't know whose side she on, but this lady here, she gets a little mad too. Let's watch her. But look at the crowd. Everybody was standing around. Ain't that critical smoker right there with the camera? He getting it all in. Police walk right past. And you see there's an altercation about to jump off. He'll walk right on past. Like, yeah, whatever. She told her, I will and I'll be outside. It's scared to come outside. It's crazy. Okay, now, so I can get my butt up off of here. So the other guy, Lavelle, I assume, lost his phone during the brawl. Okay? Now, this is just my theory, you know. This is just my opinion. This is just how I sense how people work when it's time to go to work, when now you need dig into the pockets of the public. Listen to me. It is what it is. So Jedi Brown comes on, make an announcement that we need the public. He needs the public, if they choose to do so, to help replace that guy's phone. Every bit of $900. And I get it. The newer phones does cost a range somewhere between that price. However, I'm like, well, you're just replacing it. I mean, eventually, because he looks like, he may have some money or know how to get some money, or his phone might be insured, and, or you put the tracker detector on it and you can find it, all kind of things with it. It's just came out immediately afterwards, right? Not giving it a minute to see if the phone is going to appear or call the phone or none of that. It just went right on into, well, we need to collect $900. If you want to give, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. It's just the fact that when shit go down like this, well, like this, because I do believe, in my opinion, that this was a premeditated conspiring act. This was supposed to jump off. This was supposed to happen. Not on the basis of what's been going on this whole debacle at these of this election, dealing with the super mayor as far as business wise with items on an agenda. No. This is their personal shit that they decided to bring inside of this business meetings that they're having. This, what other better way are you able to get at the person that you really want? There's an ex-boyfriend, possibly a gang member. There's a new boyfriend. They have been to their homes. Jedi has approached this guy, Kamal, just as much as they're saying that Kamal has approached them. They're talking about Chicago nigs or this or that. And then, so it became totally personal. And they will not even take their personal stuff away from the conducting of business with innocent bystanders standing by. They won't even do that because there's a very easy way to get him. They know Kamal is going to show up to protect or be there, probably as a paid employee or, helping and protecting his wife. They already done put in for her to not have security with her. They took that away from her. She doesn't have that. But then what is she supposed to do if you have 50 million people that is hating her that bad? You just never know. You never know. Now, I guess it's a good thing that, none of them came in with no pow pows, because that could have happened. It's one of the materials that is usually used when you know that you're dealing with a gang member. Jedi threw up disciple gangsters. And I truly believe that Kamal and his people are pretty much probably savaging out, with the Lords. I'm just saying, it's two opposites of team members. It just, hey, it can clash like that. But now we need the 900, and of course they're going to get it if he has not already gotten it. And some of the elderlies or older women, most of them who don't have a job, you see them typing in the comments, well, I'm going to probably be able to help out on a Friday. Not go and put and build up a saving safety net. You know they don't have one because they have to wait until they get paid on Friday. Then they'll be able to send a little something. Put that little something in that goddamn savings nest so that you don't have to keep waiting on a Friday to be paid and eat or help somebody. You already have it on hand. And that's the failure of black society right now today. No, you can't do it. No, you probably shouldn't be doing it. But because I like this guy, and because this guy is helping to get Tiffany out of office, and this guy is advocating, he's a well-known activist, and he was up there helping Kanika, what's her name, Jenkins, and he's over at the Lloyd Floyd situation, and he's down over here, but I'm going to help him. I'm going to dig in my pockets, but I got to wait till Friday. The fuck? No, you too broke to help based on likeness. When you gonna get that shit together? When are black Americans are going to understand that? If you ever have to mention that I have to wait until Friday, then go sit your ass down and build your nest egg up. And stop trying to help with being a friendly on a likeness basis. Go, I like you. I'm going to give it to you. Get the hell up out of here. Good morning, love. Yeah. Shit, it's crazy. But that's just my opinion here on Opinion Talk with One Papoose and my theory of the situation. I do believe that had those two people had not come with the conspiring intent to get at that girl's boyfriend, none of this would have not never happened. But it's been overlooked because of the detrimental of hate that she has against her right now to nail her up against the cross. That's it and that's all. And when you become so envy and so hatred towards a person, you will not see a whole bunch of details where it can distract or distort you into saying, well, wait a minute, that's not right. I mean, I can't roll with this shit. I mean, okay, he's an activist and shit like that. And respectfully, go on and do your job. But I can't roll with this. You dirty. Jedi is dirty. Who can trust that? All them good old lavish speeches and shit he be doing. And there ain't coming that old boy like that. I'm just speaking from my heart and basis on how black American people will do you and have your ass blind like it ain't shit, man. But we dirty out here. All because we hate somebody. You got to go along with the dirty game. I wish I would. Because don't forget when you say that slogan, oh, karma gonna get you, you went along with it. You mentally knowing that it was wrong can also be subjected to karma. Yeah. See, a clean mind can think and be rational with things. You can think. You gotta keep your mind and your hands and your heart clean so that you don't fall into the follicles of this bush crap that goes on. That man tapped that microphone. Jedi lied on the ABC 7 Chicago News that Tiffany Henyard leaped and bound from where she was sitting with the microphone in his hand and hit him. And that was not accurate. He grabbed that microphone. He was the one swinging on the back of the constituents that he was fighting with. That's how that played out. And then leaves up out of there throwing up GD. But these the elderly activists that they support down there. Because he's vocal. He's loud. But they say sometimes you gotta watch the loud ones too. They'll lead your ass to a dry ass well. Yeah. Now, just on the basis and the findings of what my opinion is and how I feel about it, outside of all of those different items and agendas that's on the table down there for them to be motion on, which I can't wait. And if it does happen, are these going to be the same items and agendas to vote on if there is a new supervisor in there? And everything on there now is just going to be voted yes out of the same people that's sitting there who votes no when she votes yes, who votes yes when she votes no. Some bull crap, man. All of them, every last one, even the freaking new informant down there. It needs to be a whole new house of something or somewhere coming from a nowhere land to fulfill this filler hole that's going on here. It's crazy, you know? And I do hope that Tiffany has the evidence that she needs to prove a lot of stuff that she's saying. Because if she goes down the way I'm looking at it, it is a whole lot of them going down. Why? Why just her? Who else had credit cards? Why hasn't Lightfoot pulled any of their past doings and shit with credit cards and where they been? What they doing? I think that's fair. You didn't just do one. Everybody gets pulled. And it's crazy because they say the FBI is doing their investigation. And those that say that, you need to be careful because when they investigate, they just ain't investigating one. They got to put together a whole damn story. And that's going to include everybody in this damn shit show on that panel that had office going on up there, your computers, all of they shit gonna get pulled. Are they blind to that? They think they just searching under Tiffany Henyard, Tiffany Henyard, Tiffany Henyard. No. Y'all want them to follow the money? Oh, they gonna follow the money. Oh, they definitely gonna do that. Who opened it? Who had it? Who was at this store with it? What's on your computer? Why is it on it? What's on that? And I get it. They're saying that it's a lot of stuff that's already been probably deleted and all that stuff, but they know how to get in them damn clouds. Good morning, 403. Good morning. You know what? A lot of people are not getting the notifications to the channel, and that I don't know why. Well, I hear them say, when you kind of fall out the algorithm, it's you got to build it back up, be consistent. YouTube start throwing you back out in the algorithm. So, that could be a part of it too. However, I just, chose to kind of be a little bit more extra busier and something else that I, have going on, including my physical job that I actually have, so, but outside of, especially over here, this community over here just kind of fell apart. Well, not much more to be said about it, and stay my distance, You're going to have to send it to me in a text or email. Text my phone. Text my phone, girl. 608-239-0765. Text my phone. Tell me who you are. I don't know who you are. All I know is that you are in the green, so that means that you're solid. I know that. I know that I wasn't going to explain myself to you had you not been in the green, but you in the green. So it was okay. I pay attention to everything. Yeah, I do. But it's 9:19. I want to take my time and get myself up out this house and not do no rushing today, you guys. I love you guys for tapping in. Don't forget, hit the like, the share, subscribe button. Unsubscribe, subscribe back, click that notification bell so that you'll know when I'm popping on, because I forget. People be like, well, remember the live? What live? What live, sweetheart? Yesterday? Da-da-da-da. What live? 403. Are you talking about the live from? I don't. I'm not sure, honey. So much done went down. You got to tell me what live. And you are a member, though. I don't know. I now have to go and look into my membership and see. But other than that, I don't know. But you got to tap my phone. 608-239-0765. Hit that line. I don't know. Because I don't know, girl. I swear I don't know. You finna have me thinking. The one I had to hurry up and stop. There's been a lot of those. If you're a girl or a guy, I don't even know. I had to hurry up and stop. You talking about with the porn hub on there? Is that the one? Oh damn, then my 0765 line is dead as a doorknob. Ain't that some shit? I didn't even know it died. Oh, trying to keep my phone's charged is starting to be a headache. Yeah, it is. I mean, well, I don't guess you can hit that right now. And I don't mind giving that number out, because I rarely have that phone on me. So it's usually something that most. Oh, okay. All right, you jogging my memory. But anywho, happy Thursday, sweetheart. I appreciate you for still carrying your membership to help support the channel with the little support that I do get over here. And I love you for that. Thank you. Thank you. But I got to go. I got to get my day going, y'all. It's Thursday. One more day to go. And then my daughter has a track meet Saturday, so I'll be half day busy with that as well. And I'll be searching around and looking around on YouTube and just laughing at it. Laughing at it. I had to digress from the Shamar and them shit yesterday, girl, y'all. That shit gave me a headache. That shit is all orchestrated as well. Not all of it, but the majority of it. Baby, that's some cuckoo Queerville shit over there. But when I'm ready for a little laughter, I click on it, because ain't no way in the hell. That crazy, honey. That's beyond craziness. I like what shit is. I just can't. I can't believe that it exists. I just really can't, man. It's orchestrated, man. Them people over there, but you know they getting their money. They getting their money, you know, and you got people out here that's just okay, you know, donate, here you go, here you go, here you go. And I was like, oh my God, this is why we are in the predicament that I am in. I'm not against giving, I'm not against that, but it's like, oh my God, appreciate your dollars for what you are giving to. But that's what my live is about today. So you're going to have to rewind it just a little bit, girl, catch up on it. And I gave my opinion on it, and it is just my opinion, but I do feel very strongly that that brawl was already a conspire with intent to do what they did, Jedi and the Lavelle guy. And that's just how I definitely feel about it. Jedi has lied on camera about a microphone and him being hit by a super tip. That was a lie. So there's a lot. And I do think that, you know, some words were transpired between Lavelle and Kamal before Lavelle came up to that microphone, and it agitated Kamal. He stood up, ready to address the words, in my opinion, that Laval had said to him off the cameras, because you don't see that part. And then that's when the contact. No, that's not accurate. Then Kamal, I meant Laval, then turns around after he hears Kamal verbal ish out loud. And at that time, now you have Laval who taps on the microphone, taps on it again to push it down to signal to Jedi to grab the microphone. Jedi grabs the microphone with his left hand, transfers it to his right hand, and starts now to just whack, wham, wham. You can clearly see the tip of the microphone in Jedi's right hand, which eventually ends up on the floor. It's on my community board. I posted and showed the weapon that was used in that brawl, and Tiffany was nowhere coming up behind the back of Jamal, I mean of Jedi, with a freaking goddamn microphone. She ended up all the way a couple of feet, 3 feet or so to the left side, going all the way around, coming back up in front of that table and breaking it up or jumping it in or whatever she chose to do in that fight. And Jedi lied. Jedi lied. Period. I understand her mouth, but I also understand the fact that her age, she has a lot of placements that's, you know, circumventing around her character. The people that she's out there trying to advocate for, who are they? Thuggish, young, wild, crazy, you know, this or that. So, and mentally in her mind, she may have felt that this is the energy that I need to give my people, because this is what and who, how my people are, outside of a few elderly people being there. You understand? In my opinion, I think that she assumed that she needed to be more outspoken, more hippish, more hoppish, you know, and things like that. But and it backfired on her, you know. And hey, I don't know though, 403. I believe that she's taken extremely a lot of, we're talking open meetings. Now let's calculate how many people has come up really in open meetings to say and do what they have done. I'm not making no excuses for her, honey. I promise you I'm not. I'm just stating the obvious. Seriously. What? Because she sits up there and say, I'm gonna educate y'all. Okay, let's talk about her slogan. I'm gonna educate y'all. Explain to me, why did the people get so upset with her just saying that? It's her First Amendment right, right? So I think that what the majority of the crowd says is that just because she's sitting in a mayor elected or supervisor seat, that she is refrain from practicing or utilizing or having her constitutional rights protect her as well. Is that fair? Is that fair? That's not no fair game shit. That ain't fair. You can't do it, but we can do it. You signed up for this, and I understand. Don't get me wrong, she signed up for it. Definitely facts. And she has taken it. She took all the smoke. That girl would sit there and bang that order in the court, order in the court. Some people didn't care. Man, you this. Yo, the hair. Why is the hair is the subject of a what's going on in a freaking meeting? She ain't the only one. I don't like that Vivian girl at all. None. She just a whole bunch of freaking mouth. I think that she uses that freaking walk around, push around ass chair to have, the leverage of people. Oh, she always at the front. She's always at the front, and you have to think about it. What is her actions towards Tiffany? Mad. She's been fired. She went from $70,000 to actually now making absolutely freaking nothing. She's mad. You have to watch all of the people that has feelings about being done wrongfully by her. They're going to have a victim to come back and retaliate in some shape or form or fashion. She talked to them like their children. Well, hey, you want to talk about my hair? You want to talk about my clothing? I'm going to talk to you too like that. I guess it's fair to say though, 403, I guess I couldn't hold a position like that. Cause ain't no way in the world that I'm going to sit there and let you have privilege to the Constitution with saying the shit that you say, and then the Constitution doesn't protect me to say what you got feelings, I got feelings, we all got feelings. So let's protect and preserve and respect each other's feelings. So what I'm saying is, just because she did it, didn't make it where didn't have to happen where the public had to do it. Where were their intelligence? Where were their respect? Why did they not just let her continue to downsize her character and flush her own self? It would eventually happen. She would have eventually, she probably would have just destroyed her own self. You could have just sat there, not you, baby. I'm just saying. People could have just sat there and just listened to her. Just let her act. Just let her, look at her. Look at her. Eventually, the silence method would have probably did more straightening up of her than she would even know. Sometimes you don't, but no, pisses the public off. Oh, she's young. She's this, she's that, But like I say, I get it, sweetheart. And I'm not saying things in a sense like that to, because I'm honest. I'm on nobody's side. Absolutely nobody. But what I like to, look at it from an objective way, like right is right and wrong is wrong. And there is some things that she did wrong. Should she have showed up at a freaking meeting as a Nino Brown? No. Hell to the no. But it wasn't illegal. Is it going to get us some time? So it's petty, man. And all that stuff that they say out there on those podiums, on open talk, half of that shit that they say ain't nothing, none of it is going to get her locked up. None of that shit. So I'm like, well, they're not using their time wisely at all. So no, I'm not, this or that. There are some things that I did, see that it's questionable, very questionable. However, when it comes to Vegas, should she be the only one that goes down? No. Who booked the shit? Who all enjoyed the taxpayers' money? All of them did. Even the young lady who is alleged a victim. She enjoyed it. She was out. She may have spent her little $20 on some Jack or some hen. I don't know. Getting high, drunk, pissy. Maybe so. But she flew there. A ticket was in her name to get on there. And I highly seriously doubt that she paid her own way to Vegas. She enjoyed those, what was it, 2, 3 days down there? Yeah. So should she go there? Should that have been a fight that the alleged victim with Holmes be able to bail out of the whole argument on the basis that, well, Tiffany flew them all there? No, you had a good time too. We all going down on this one. Period. We all going down. Or if you don't want to, then you know that that's one crazy fight, then jump out that damn fight. Don't try to excuse yourself from something that you also sat on probably the first class or whatever on American Airlines to get to freaking Vegas. Hello. I'm just saying. That's just how I feel about that. That's period. And who? What American citizen? Name one. Name one. And if they do it, they got to be the dumbest person in the entire freaking world. Just because a person is demanding for your testimony, for your statement, on some basis out in public of what a person is accusing you of, you supposed to stand up in response to that? Who? Where? No, no. No. Deal with that in the courts. Go prosecute him in the courts. Go let what his response is going to be said under oath, raising his right hand up to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Because from what I just saw regarding Jedi, then maybe a question needs to be imposed to him as to why would you go on ABC 7 Chicago and tell that blackface lie about that woman running up behind you with a microphone, leaping and bounding from where she was sitting at to hit him in the head when that wasn't true. Go and demand an answer from him. Go do that. Well, is this just what's good for the goose is good for only one gander? No, 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 no. No, that's not how the fight should go. Oh, I've said a lot, and it is what it is. And I'm only just talking about the fairness of the fight, the verbal fights, the demolishing of a person's character. And that's it, that's all. And if one person is going to tell a lie, they're going to keep telling lies just to be the winner, just to be the outspoken one, the broadcaster, the clout, receiving clout and standing ovations and all of that stuff. And it's like, no, 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 no. Now, will he ever come out to admit that you were wrong about this lady? Some of his other fights and his wordings of how he wants to come at her or this or that, some of them, he took a stance on that. I don't have a problem with that. That's fair. Okay, you feel that way or this or that. But then it goes to the extreme where you're intentionally trying to get someone locked up unlawfully on the basis of you conspiring an act to happen. That's some bullshit. And should she have any charges on her coming behind Jedi, being the first one running to the police station to put his statement down, and then he want the report in a couple of days and this or that? What? Where? Who? When? How? No. No. But the report will come out. The report will come out from the feds. And when it does, and if it happens to be where they have proven their case enough to indict Tiffany, and then there is an actual public court hearing on it, and it's publicized to the public, then of course now I guess everybody now should be start talking and saying, well, I told you so, and then this or that. But she's coming with the fight, and I applaud her for that. You never lay down when you know your intentions, or you standing on your truth. You just never lay down. Never lay down. Go and prove your truth. That's all I'm saying.